Hey everyone! Welcome back to Easy English Talks. I'm Leo, your host, and here with me, as always, is my lovely co-host, Mia.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here again. So, Leo, what are we talking about today?
You know, Mia, there is one thing every English learner has said at least once. I can't think in English.
Oh, yes, that's so common. I've been there too. You understand English, you can read it, but when you try to speak, your mind goes blank.
Exactly. It's like your thoughts are stuck in your own language, and the English words just won't come out.
Right, and when that happens, we start translating every single word in our head. It takes forever.
Yes, you end up having two conversations, one in your language and another in English. By the time you finish translating, the moment to speak is gone.
So true. And that's why speaking can feel stressful. You're not just talking, you're translating, correcting, and worrying all at once.
Exactly. But don't worry, we've all been there. Thinking in English doesn't happen overnight, but it can happen.
That sounds promising. So, what are we going to share today?
In today's episode, we'll talk about why it's hard to think in English and how to make your brain switch languages naturally.
Nice. So, no more getting stuck mid-sentence?
That's the goal. By the end of this episode, you'll have simple, daily steps to help your mind start thinking in English without even realizing it.
That sounds amazing. And honestly, I think many of our listeners will relate to this topic.
I'm sure they will, because learning English isn't only about grammar or vocabulary, it's about training your brain to live in another language.
I love that. Training your brain. It makes it sound like a skill you can build, not a talent you're born with.
Exactly. Anyone can do it. It just takes time, patience, and the right habits.
Then let's start. Why is it so hard to think in English in the first place?
Good question. Let's find out together in the next part.
So, Leo, let's talk about it. Why is it so hard to think in English?
Well, first of all, our brains are used to habits. You've been thinking in your native language since you were a child, right?
Of course. It's automatic. I don't have to choose my thoughts. They just come.
Exactly. And when we start learning English, we try to replace those automatic thoughts with English words, but it doesn't work right away.
So it's not that we're bad at English. It's just our brain is comfortable with what it already knows.
That's right. It's like trying to switch from walking to dancing. Your body hesitates at first.
I love that comparison. I'm not a great dancer, so I get it.
Another reason is vocabulary. If you don't know enough words, your brain struggles to build sentences.
That makes sense. Like, if I want to describe my day but don't know the word for laundry, I get stuck.
Exactly. You stop mid-thought and then you return to your native language because it's easier.
And then comes the big one, confidence.
Yes. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes. They think, what if I say something wrong?
But the truth is, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers.
Exactly. You can't learn without them. Mistakes are not the enemy. Silence is.
Ooh, that's a great line. Mistakes are not the enemy, silence is. I'm going to write that down.
Please do. And one last reason. Sometimes we try to speak too perfectly. We want the grammar to be 100% correct before we even open our mouths.
But real life doesn't work like that, right? When you talk to people, it's about connection, not perfection.
Exactly. Thinking in English is not about building perfect sentences. It's about training your brain to react in English without translating.
So basically, habits, limited vocabulary, low confidence, and perfectionism. Those are the main barriers.
Yes, and once we understand them, we can start breaking them down one by one.
Awesome. So how do we do that?
Let's talk about some simple daily habits that can help in the next section.
So, Leo, you told me last week that you're still translating in your head when you speak English, right?
Yes, I try not to, but it just happens. For example, when I want to say toi doi, I first think in Vietnamese, then I translate I am hungry. It feels slow and unnatural.
That's totally normal. It means your brain is still switching between two languages. The goal is to make English your second habit.
But how can I do that?
The secret is turn your daily life into English practice. Don't wait for study time. Bring English into everything you do.
Like, how?
For example, when you wake up in the morning, describe what you're doing in English. Okay, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making coffee. I'm checking my phone again. Oh no. You can say it quietly, even in your mind.
That sounds simple, but also kind of fun.
Exactly. It's like narrating your own life. You train your brain to think in English. Over time, it becomes automatic.
Hmm. I guess I can also try when I walk outside. Like, the weather is hot today, or that dog looks happy.
Perfect. That's a great start. You can even go one step further. Ask yourself questions in English. What should I eat for lunch? Do I have enough money for that coffee? Simple thoughts like that.
So basically, I should talk to myself in English all the time.
Yes, but don't worry, you won't look crazy. You can do it quietly or in your head. Even 1 or 2 minutes a day makes a difference.
Okay, but what about when I'm tired or not in the mood to practice?
Then use your environment. Change your phone to English. Watch YouTube in English. Read short posts or memes in English. When you play games or listen to music, notice the words. Every small bit helps.
So even if I don't study grammar or vocabulary, I can still learn just by living in English?
Exactly. You create a small English world around you. That's how children learn their first language, not from grammar books, but from hearing and using it every day.
That makes sense. I think before I was too focused on studying. I forgot that I can live in English.
That's a great realization, Leo. Thinking in English isn't about being perfect. It's about using English naturally in real life, even with mistakes.
I like that. I'll start today. Maybe I'll describe everything I do in English, even brushing my teeth.
That's the spirit. Remember, progress comes from small habits, one sentence at a time.
Mia, after a week of trying your method, something funny happened.
Oh, tell me.
Yesterday, I met a tourist at a cafe and I started speaking English without even thinking. No translation. It just came out.
That's amazing, Leo. How did it feel?
Honestly, it felt great. For the first time, I felt free. I didn't care if my grammar was perfect. I just spoke.
That's what I love to hear. You see, thinking in English isn't only about language, it's about confidence.
Yeah, but sometimes I still doubt myself. Like, what if I make a mistake?
Everyone does. Even native speakers make mistakes. The difference is they don't stop speaking because of it.
True. I guess I've been afraid of being judged.
That's normal. But let me tell you something. When you speak with confidence, people don't notice small mistakes. They feel your energy instead.
So, confidence is more powerful than perfection?
Exactly. Confidence makes your English sound natural. And confidence comes from practice, from trusting yourself, not from knowing every word.
I see. I used to think I needed to memorize more vocabulary to think in English.
Vocabulary helps, of course, but the real key is trusting your brain. You already know more than you think.
That's interesting. So if I stop worrying, my brain will do its job?
Yes, when you relax, your mind connects words faster. It's like magic, or actually, neuroscience.
Okay, I'll trust the science then.
Also, remember to celebrate small wins. Every time you think or speak in English without translating, that's progress.
That's a good point. I never really celebrate. I just keep comparing myself to others.
Stop doing that, Leo. Comparison kills confidence. Everyone's English journey is different. What matters is your direction, not your speed.
You're right. I should focus on how far I've come.
Exactly. And look, you've already changed the way you think. That's huge.
Thank you, Mia. You always make learning feel so natural and positive.
Because it should be. English is not an exam subject. It's a living skill. It's a way to connect with people, share ideas, and express yourself.
That sounds beautiful.
So keep going. Keep living in English, thinking in English, and believing in yourself.
I will. From now on, I'll stop saying, I can't speak English. I'll say, I'm learning to think in English.